Goddess, and I'm doing a recap for Couples Retreat episode 1 season 3. So this season we have 6 couples. Apollo, Nita, and Shireen, his wife. They just got married in newlyweds. We have Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe. You know, they're been together 20 years. We have Breezy and Chris, and they're engaged. We have Fat Boy and Tiana, and they're married. We have Young Joc and Kendra, and they're married. Then we have, Fallon and Dylan, and they're engaged. So we have these couples, and they're this other guy that she brought in named Tony, and he's going to be hosting the show with her to help the male's perspective on the show, as well as she'll be having a women's perspective and helping the couples. So the beginning of the episode, all the couples are basically arriving at the hotel or where they're at in Las Vegas, and they're all just getting situated and moving in, and like they're nervous. Like Young Joc is kind of nervous about it, and Fat Boy is kind of nervous about it, and all the other couples are like, I wonder who we're gonna see, because they don't know who they're really gonna see. So at the beginning they meet each other in like this room, and then they all like introduce each other, like, oh hey, what's up, and then like seeing who's there and welcome each other, and then Apollo and Shireen drop information that they just like a couple of days ago went and got officially married. So they are newlyweds now, because they before weren't officially married. They did get married. And then Ronnie and Shamari, they actually can officiate weddings, so they were telling Breezy and her wife that they could help them out, and then Breezy was like, nah, we good. So she's like, nah, she's not interested in letting them officiate. They down. So at the beginning of the episode, when they meet AJ, she asked them to like each couple come up and just say what's their issue. So Apollo, Nita, and Shireen, they're having issues with Apollo saying that she's not like coming up with what she was supposed to do, and that he already told her what his plans was and how he was gonna get everything together, but she's not going for her part, and Shireen doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, what are you talking about? She's basically confused about what he's talking about. Ronnie and Shamari go up there, and Shamari's saying that they're having issues again because of communication, and because Ronnie has a listening problem. And some of the things that she was saying when she wasn't in the room was how she feels like she has to be put at the back burner because they're kids, and she doesn't get a chance to go touring and do little like music, because she wants to do a solo career. She wants to come out with music again, and she's not getting a chance to do that. And another thing is like he has a listening problem. He doesn't listen as much as he should, in her opinion, and she feels like she left out. Now, Ronnie didn't say nothing at this meeting. Like, he didn't feel like he should say anything, so he didn't say anything. So then Breezy and Christine, Chris, whenever I say Christine, Chris, go up there, and they really don't have nothing to get, like, they don't really have an issue for what they say. Then Young Joc and Kendra, Young Joc said she didn't mess up any vows, because she was asking them if they basically, the whole question for all the couples was, anybody mess up their vows? And Young Joc is saying, nah, she didn't. And then Kendra was like, he did, he cheated on me. So basically she's bringing up what she was talking about on Love and Hip Hop the last time, which for me is old news. He cheated on you before you even got married to him, and you still got with him anyway. And now every minute she keeps bringing up, oh yeah, he cheated and da 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 da. My whole thing is, you don't want to stay with him. You didn't force him. You made the decision to be with him, and you say you were gonna leave him during the reunion, and you still with him. So I'm gonna need her to be quiet. She ain't finna leave this man no time soon. Keep saying, I could leave anytime. Okay, you could leave anytime, but you still haven't left, and you married him knowing that he cheated on you. So I don't understand why we're bringing this up on this. Like, this to me, her situation with Joc is boring. Like, it's repetitive in my opinion. Just like, girl, shut up. And then this Fat Boy and Tiana couple, I don't know them really, but I know Fat Boy's like big on social media from what they were showing, so he's really got a big name because of it. So I'm not really sure about him. He's just not cute, and I don't like the grills in his mouth, and I just feel like they got 3 kids together, and according to Tiana, he definitely messed up their vows with the fact that they have lack of trust in a relationship, and he cheated, infidelity. So basically, he cheated on her 2 times that she knows of while she was pregnant with his kids. So I just feel like, how disrespectful can you be? And mind you, he's not cute. He doesn't look good, and because he got this fame now, he really thinks, to me, in my opinion, like he's more important than really is. Like, let's be real. Like, yeah, you're not cute. Just saying. Like, I never even heard of you, to be quite frank. So he's like, he must be these new social media sensations people that knows where they do these skits and stuff. He probably do something like that or something like that. But he's just not cute to me to be cheating on this woman. This woman is gorgeous. Like, she's beautiful. And I don't understand why there's this issue. Like, I'm not, like, why he's even trying it with her. Like, he knows he can lose her, and if he loses her, he's losing something good, because he's not to be seen off cheating on somebody when she's like being in. And that's my problem with people in general that are married. Like, people accept certain things that, I'm sorry, if it was the other way around, he wouldn't accept it with you. So why are you accepting this man cheating on you? Because if you cheated on him, which he accepted it because he felt guilty probably. So she cheated on him once, and she admitted, I did cheat. And then AJ asked her why she cheated, and she was like, oh, just out of get back. So she did it just to get back at him. She didn't do it because she really wanted to cheat on him. She did it out of revenge. Which, when you do stuff out of revenge, she's just doing it to spite him, basically. So she basically just trying to get back at him for what he did to her, basically. Just to be like, see, I got you back now, what, basically. And he felt a way about it, but I'm just like, you reap what you sow. I'm just saying, you did that to her, and you expected her to keep her when you're doing you. Like, it doesn't work like that, bro. They got 3 kids, 3 beautiful kids, too. Be weary, because he could lose her at any given time. He needs to be prepared that if he continues with his behavior, he's going to lose something good. Sorry, people, these glasses are killing me. Like, they're mad annoying. And then we have the last but not least, Alan and her fiance, Jalen. And their issue in their relationship is that she says that they're messing up is, like, he doesn't give her affection at all, and that's like what they're lacking, like intimacy as well, because they're not having sex anymore. They went from she said 7 times a day to they're not even doing anything at all. So her issue is that, and also the fact that he's not giving her no affection. It's like he's like has the issues with doing that. And then AJ asked him, like, if I asked, because he's like, no, like, what's stopping you from giving her affection? He said, I don't know, and then he was like, it matters if, if it's at home versus, in the club, out in public. And then she said, so you telling me if I spoke to 3 other women that were with you from the past, they would say that was the issue? And he was like, and like, he was like stuck, like he didn't know what to say. So I'm just like, that's something wrong with that. Why can't he give you affection, but he could give other people affection? That's not making no sense to me. Sorry, I didn't even look at that. I had held the wrong area of the brush. So it's not making no sense to me how you could be in a relationship with someone and swear like you're asking them to be married, but then you don't kind of know, in a sense, like if that's what you want to do anymore. It seems like he's unsure, basically, and he's not really wanting to do it because he went from the one child he had with her to 4, because she had 3 other children prior to him. And the child that she had with him makes it 4. So that's a lot of responsibility because he's young. He looks very young. He's like, and this probably got to be in his mid-20s or whatever, like 25, 24, something like that. She's in her 30s. And she was on Atlanta, Housewives of Atlanta. And she was with Portia's husband. Like, she was married to who Portia is now married to, basically. So, she's divorced now. And now they're together and she's engaged and they have a child together. So it's like, it's a lot going on with that. I think like he can't handle that. And my whole issue is like how you with somebody and you're best friends with her and you don't know how to have any affection for her, show her any type of love. It's not making no sense. Not making no sense. Why can't you give her affection? It's not clicking for me. Y'all used to have sex 7 times a day. Like, I feel like maybe they shouldn't have changed it from a friendship to a relationship. Or maybe they shouldn't have crossed the line, maybe. Because that's stupid to me. Like, for a very long time, why can't you give her affection? You were doing it before, so what changed? Like, I'm not getting it. And then another part of it is like with their situation, it's just like hard for him, I think. Like, he's trying to get used to that and being a dad for 4 children. And then, you know, he's a promoter. He works in, like, I think the nightclub scene. So that's a lot, too. And then it's like he feels like Fallon hasn't gotten over, like, what she just went through, going through the divorce and what happened to her. She hasn't been through it or even talked about it. She just went from being married to being divorced. And in that time while she was with her Jalen, her best friend, they had the baby, she hadn't even got any space to take time to heal or to deal with her issues. So that's something that he says that she needs to deal with as well. So he doesn't feel like they need to be getting married at this point at this moment right now. And they don't need to be talking about it. So all the couples are, you know, after that, they're all, you know, hanging out, you know, at their place, talking to one another. And then Jock and Kendra meet up with Breezy and her fiance. And they play blackjack and they're having a fun old time. And you know, Jock want to see, since they're the couple that's the new, like, they're engaged and they really don't seem to have any issues. He wants to learn from them and see like what he needs to work on, what he needs to do different, things like that. And then also the next thing they have to do is basically AJ they have another exercise in the episode, and then they meet back up, all the couples, and they have these different towers there, and they have to like pick different things that are going on in a relationship and pick words that signify what's going on in a relationship with their significant other, their spouse. So I know for Fatboy and Tiana said, we need to put selfish in the middle of your head. He said, I already got my face out. She said, no, that need to be in the middle because you're very selfish. He's saying, you're right, I am selfish. So he already said that. And, you know, the cheating thing is still a big thing with their relationship. And the fact that he's all about him. And I'm like, I don't know how people get married and they want to be selfish and think about I instead of we. Like, it don't make sense to me. And then during this time, Ronnie and Shamari, they get into it real bad. And then Shamari is talking about, you have a communication issue. Communication is a problem for you. You're very you have a lack of listening issue. And then Ronnie's like, you the same thing. You have a lack of listening issue. You gaslight as well. And she said, gaslight? When? She said, no, that is not true. I do not gaslight. That's more like what you do. That's what you do. I'm like, the bickering, the couple. You know how it is when people been together for over 20 years, how it is. They constantly bicker and go into it and go back and forth about stuff. And that's when you know that a relationship is at a plateau, at a standstill, and it's either they're gonna get past it or they need to let it go. It's one or the other, because people arguing about that lack of communication, which is very important, not, you know, to have communication and to talk things out and be able to understand one another. But my whole issue with them is they was going at it, and Tony was asking, so do you agree that you're gaslighting? And Shamari's like, no, I do not gaslight. I do not agree with that. And then he was asking Ron, what about you? And he was like, I agree that sometimes I can lack listening, but she can lack listening as well. She doesn't listen as well. So we both got the same issue, I guess. And I was just like, ooh. And those are the things that sprung out me the most about that was it's just like Ronnie and Shamari took over. They were having the most issue that night. I feel like I don't know why they're there, because they're engaged. They don't have any issues. So why are they there? That's why I think that it's bullshit. I think that they do have some issues that they need to have a discussion for, and they need to talk about it. And maybe right now they don't want to discuss it or divulge right now because they just got there. Maybe they don't feel, you know, they don't feel yet comfortable enough, but there's no way possible that you're engaged to someone. You haven't got married, and then you haven't got married for a reason. So why aren't y'all married as of yet? Like, what's stopping you? And why do you feel like your relationship is perfect? Like, y'all don't got no issues. There's nothing that y'all don't need to discuss. No communication issues. What's happening there? That's the part that I'm trying to find out. And then Young Jock and Kendra, I just feel like Kendra needs to let that go. Like, girl, you're either going to move on from the fact that he cheated on you before you got married to him, or you're not. Like, I'm getting tired of her. And then the Fallon and Jalen thing is very interesting. I want to know what's going to happen with them because they're very interesting. Like, they're best friends. They got together. They had a child before she even got a divorce. She got a divorce from her husband. And now they're together and now they're engaged. But it doesn't seem like Jalen wants to get married to her now. So that's pretty interesting. And then the whole Apollo and Shireen thing as well. Totally. Like, I don't understand what he was talking about earlier, that she's not, like, holding up to her, what she's supposed to be doing. Like, what does that mean? It's totally confusing to me. So that's my review of Couples Retreats Season 3 Episode 1. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you later.